Right, so hip movement in general is good. It's just doing it a little bit early. And the problem is it goes a little bit early with this hip and the leg locking back, the head goes forward, everything sort of gets a little bit this way. Then you got to try and recover that, and it can cause those unmentionables, as we said. So if we look at the takeaway here now, when you go back, the club's barely gone past sort of here, and there's daylight already been shown, and the gap between your legs. So that right, just sort of moving back a little bit. Then you get to the top of the backswing, because that body kind of moves, see your head in the white line, to the trajectory line, your head's moving into it, because this hip going backwards too quickly, you've gone there, and that's going to put you further forward. We'll look at this quickly and sort of stop, because you don't want to sit too long, okay, when you get the old sort of over the sort of whoop, bit steep there, yeah, exactly, yeah. As you come in the golf ball here, now you've got to try and back your head out of the way, and that's when the shaft, you can see sort of coming in a little bit on that steeper side. Generally get that kind of pushy, toey, cutty one, okay, hitting the mat quite hard. So if we sort of just show that as a comparison there. This one here, we're doing all that stuff here now. Practice swings, bring the golf club back down. That's fine, look at that. That's the position we're trying to get to, that right forearm there, okay? And this is how the club has to return back to the golf ball, yeah? Like this. So you're underneath that pane of glass. So I'm going to go too extremes. I think on this next one you might do it a bit more. No, that's okay. So you bring it back down on an angle that makes sense and is feasible for you to return the club back to the golf ball, okay? Mm-hmm. Then when we swing now, if we watch this, as the club's going back, yeah, the daylight now starts showing now. So the hip hasn't sort of fired back so quickly, okay? So you move the top of the backswing here now. Now as we start the transition down, you see the club when it comes. It's again, it's on the steeper side of on plane. But look where that club gets to about there. That's not there. So the next frame it comes down. Hang on, too quick. There you go. Yeah, that's on a pretty good sort of angle there. You see the club head. There's the club there. So you're in a position now where we can deliver that club back to the golf ball. Okay. If we go back to where your arms sort of level with the left hand one there now. Kind of up there, there's the club shaft, there's the club shaft. So it's tipping, it's going that way. And the thing is, for me, that is in a window that's certainly acceptable. And again, you want to be right, but then we never get every single shot perfectly anyway. So as long as you're in that kind of window of like a bit steep or a bit shallow, that's fine. Sometimes you get dead on the number, and that's when you flush it, you get the line, that's great, yeah? But they're 1 in 10, yeah? As long as the 9 in 10 are kind of in that window, as we said, the shots are going to be okay. And when the club then comes back in here now, it's not going to be as steep. The club can kind of work down here a lot shallower. Your arms look a lot more into your body there, okay? It's all kind of coming in a bit more this way. When you hit the mat, it's that way rather than that way.
Okay.
And then when you're coming through now, good strike of the ball, elbow sort of certainly lower than your left shoulder, through to a nice finish. Nice little strokes on the round side with a bit of a draw back to target. So I think as a practice, think about your hip movement. I would say for you, do some practice swings without the clubs. It takes away that grip tension. You've got nothing in your hand. You just sort of go and you get that sort of hip turn, yeah? It's not hip turn straight away. Now you're able to, as we said when you first did this, I said, oh yeah, turn your hips as fast as you can. You'll never go too, at the moment now you can't go too fast. Well, now you can, unfortunately, because you've done it, you practiced it, you've got that movement there. So now it's kind of building that up into a swing where up the top and down, up the top and down. So you're feeling that pressure. It's something that you've often talked about, feel that pressure into the left side, how the hips work. It's going to make it easier for you to do that. I will then say for you, if you feel the need to work on the arms falling down as your swing thought, still hang on to that, but make sure you practice the hip movement, okay? You did hit a couple where you went, actually, I wasn't thinking about my arms then, actually it was quite a good shot. So maybe in time we can think about some different thing on that downswing there, okay? But if you've got to feel the arms have got to be sort of doing this, then fine. It'll just become a lot easier for your arms to do this when this is working better. If they're going like that, it's hard to do it, okay? But honestly, mate, you can, I think, as a swing thought, we always say thought, not thoughts, okay? And that window you're hitting there now, okay? That's kind of the pane of glass moves. Everything now is working underneath that line. Yeah. Okay. Underneath and a good sort of spot. So it's not that far away from really where you want to be for all good shots. The problem is we've got to accept the fact that we are going to get some not so good shots. And I think be careful that the ball can, as we said, go right or go left, and it can shape left and shape right for a number of different reasons. It's not just as clear cut as, oh, it was path, it was club face, it was this, okay? So if you try to analyse, oh, was it this, was it that? You might go down a path of changing some things, A, don't need to be changed, or B, if you do change them, you change them wrong. And that's what you be careful of, okay? So more so, if you're not sure, just send me a text. Or here's 5 swings, what am I doing? And we can say, right, okay, yeah, maybe you've gone back a little bit this way, maybe you're doing a bit too much of this or that. Okay, be happy with that sort of hip movement now. It's still the same rotation, you're just adding a little bit of a trigger to start it, yeah? That's all, just a bump, yeah? And then you can pressure into that ground a lot more. So if you have 2 weighing scales under your feet, you can put all your weight into that left hand scale.
Okay, because I've got that sim. I've got sim 2 booked.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm just going to focus on. I'm not going to focus on the arm. So you might hear some shankage.
I tell you what, when you're doing your practice swings, there's a reflection on the back there. So when you're doing your swings up here now, just look back there and then let your arms come down. You're in sim 1, you?
Two.
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah. When you're in sim 1, you can see the reflection. That's what I think. Let's have a few more then, mate, and then we'll send that through to.